by the desire to win one more championship as a player. Down 3-1 as they enter Game 5 today, Shell has their work cut out for them. They will have to solve the mismatch problems and hope that their locals explode tonight to match the Beermen's firepower. It could all end tonight, but Shell has come a long way in the reinforced to simply let the crown slip away without a fight.
Averaging 21 points, whereas he averaged only 13 points in the elims as well as in the semis. He has been a mismatch, a matchup problem for Shell.
That's definitely true, because in their big guard position or small forward, they don't have a guy who can defend against the Samboy Lim. Bobby Parks gets the loose ball situation and gets the first 2 points of the ball game, which is a good sign for the Shell Diesel Oilers.
The score in game number 4, which you captured last Sunday, San Miguel won 144 to 119, and Parks had 36 points in that encounter.
That's too big a lead, a 25-point lead enjoyed by San Miguel at the end of the ball game. Bad pass inside there by Norman Black goes astray, and Shell will have possession of the ball.
Lean-sized crowd on hand to witness game number 5.
Surprising, because it's a championship game and we expected at least 10,000 people here, but we only have about 5 at the most at this point. No?
Yes. Here's Bobby Parks. Second crack at the hoop, gets it again, and he has all of the first 4 points of the ball game.
Well, Shell also has proven in the final series that they can stay with San Miguel almost up to 3 quarters. The important thing is to go all the way, you know, and only 1 game so far won in this final series. Outside shot by Elmer Reyes, a little bit long, and Shell getting off to a good start here, but you can see, even in their fast breaks, all the red shirts are back.
That is so true. And it's 6-0 as Manny Victorino trying to get off to a good start. No score yet for San Miguel Beer, while Shell has hit thrice from the field.
Low post play for Norman Black on the strong side. He's looking for some cutters. There's Hector Calma getting in there and having to throw up a prayer. So opportunity here for Shell to improve on their 6-point lead. But a steal.
Yes, sir. And here's Elmer Reyes charging through for the bucket.
It's a good steal because it gets them on the scoring board, and at the same time, he challenges a mismatch there in Ronnie Magsanoc, who cannot give up a foul at this point.
Magsanoc and Calma. Here's Parks. Won't get it. Loses control, tiptoes on the baseline, and it will be outside for San Miguel Beer as we take a look at Dante Silverio together with team manager Charlie Fabis.
Well, they have bought this team out of the doldrums, playing in the finals right now, but they certainly want to go all the way, and they have to start in this ball game tonight.
As we take a look at the franchise with a turnaround shot, making it 6-4 in favor of Shell. Ronnie Magsanoc trying to bring it in closer, loses control momentarily, and gets the bucket nonetheless.
Very quick instincts on the part of Ronnie Magsanoc. He did not have any hesitation in throwing up the shot after he picked up the loose ball recovery. Out of a pick is Michael Phelps driving left.
And goes to the open. Hector Calma rims out. 9:33 remaining in quarter number 1.
Bobby Parks deciding against throwing a long pass to Roland. Roland, who has yet to score, takes it strong to the hoop and loses his balance.
And here comes Reyes. Goes to Calma. No dribble. Takes it easily to the hoop. Victorino charging on the other side and gets it through. 10-6. Shell is in front, and Victorino with 2 field goals already. Hector Calma. A set pattern now being executed by San Miguel Beer. Hector, momentarily in a bind, goes over to Reyes. Puts it up using his left hand.
Well, Bobby Parks should have challenged Reyes there. He had to switch off after Ramirez picked up Phelps. He allowed Elmer Reyes to get a layup.
And Roland takes a crack at the hoop. Bounces up and in.
That's a great bounce for him. A lucky one, if
Yes.
you would say that, because it seemed to be a little bit long. So it's a 4-point lead being enjoyed by Shell with 8.5 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Keep in mind, San Miguel Beer is the defending champion of the reinforced. Fernandez twirls and scores.
Got Manny Victorino up in the air. Fernandez matching the point production of Manny Victorino. There's going to be a foul on Elmer Reyes downstairs.
That's the time remaining, 8 minutes and 12 seconds. Reyes
Intention of going up for the shot, even though Fernandez was in front of him. 2 free throws for Ramirez, who misses the first free throw. Misses, had enough bounce there on the second free throw to give Shell a 3-point lead.
Looked like it was going out. 8 minutes, 6 seconds. That's the time left in the first quarter of play.
1-3-1 formation being employed here by San Miguel. Now the picks for Norman Black.
Calma Reyes circles around the pick, issues a bad pass, quickly picked up by Parks. Look at Roland go through.
That's a good fast break run, even though it was a 3-on-3 situation. Biggest man of the Shell team down the middle, and Ronnie Magsanoc got the ball to him to improve the lead of Shell to 5.
15-10. Here's Phelps. Checks the inside, nowhere to go. Starts his dribble. Picks up speed. Parks takes it away, but San Miguel keeps it alive. The pass intended for Black knocked away.
That was a very good defensive gem there by Bobby. 7 seconds left on the shot clock for San Miguel. They're down by 5 with 7:24 left here in the first quarter.
Everybody on the left flank, on the strong side of the ball. They break away from Fernandez, who tries it, won't go off the baseline. Roland lob pass inside. Manny Victorino, undergoal stab, too strong.
And wasted opportunity there for Victorino, who had two shots before this play. Reyes taking it against Roland and making the shot.
Calma Reyes has 6 points out of the 12 of San Miguel up to this point. Lead has been whittled down to 3 points. Magsanoc's turnaround, no. Victorino had a piece of it, but Parks puts it up. No sir, but got a foul.
It's going to be on Fernandez.
Foul, Fernandez.
And Manny Victorino kept that ball alive, so Parks could get a hand on it. There's the foul by Fernandez. And we'll have 2 free throws now for Bobby Parks.
As we mentioned earlier, Parks scored 36 points, had 16 rebounds, 2 assists in game number 4, which was won by San Miguel Bears. 6 minutes 47 left here in the first quarter.
Bobby Parks has won the most valuable import for every conference that he has played here, including the IBA, PBA conference. No? So really tells you something of this man, who is just a shade under 6'3".
Grand slam for him. So he's bound to be back next year if the 6'3" format pushes through.
Well, yes, certainly a lot of teams will take a look at him. Maybe even San Miguel, who had the original rights to Bobby Parks and loaned it to Shell. There was an offensive foul called against Elmer Reyes. 3 team fouls already called against San Miguel, none against Shell.
Applause in the background for the coming entry of Samboy Lim, but meanwhile Roland punctures the hoop and makes it 18-12.
Back to a 6-point lead for the Shell team. There's Phelps. Parks gets him on the back, fouls him going up, and that'll be 2 free throws.
Michael Phelps has fouled out in the last 2 ball games, in game 4 and game 3. But in the last game, he had 28 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists before fouling out with about 7 minutes. But the outcome had already been decided at that point.
Well, yes, they had a 17-point lead, I think, when he fouled out. So more or less, San Miguel, with its deep bench, knew how to control and take care of the lead that they had. 3-point shot there by Ramirez.
Ooh, and it's stuck.
Seldom happens on a rebound play. Norman Black in the jump ball at the center. That's the second time he beat Norman in the jump. Outside shot there by Norman. Offensive rebound by Fernandez. Makes the turnaround spin. Still misses, and Roland clearing the boards well here in the first quarter.
And it's a 6-point lead enjoyed by the Shell, Rimmel Diesel Oilers, and Parks pulls through.
There was no way he was going to be stopped. Michael Phelps offered some resistance, backed off at the last moment. Biggest lead of the ball game for Shell, an 8-point lead right now.
And Parks has 9 points already. Here's Phelps.
Good double teaming here employed by Magsanoc. They go to the open man. Calma hits the shot.
Hector Calma with his 2nd field goal of the quarter, of the ball game for that matter. 22-16, 5 minutes, 2 seconds remaining.
Bobby almost losing his footing in that play,
but takes a crack at it and rings the bell.
His percentage is very high in this ball game. He's gone 5 out of 6 from the field for 83%.
Phelps looking for Norman Black, can't get it to him. Here's Samboy with a twirl in the air.
Very poor defense there for Ramirez, who tries to half front Calma, Samboy Lim, and allows him to get the ball on a backdoor play.
Ramirez kicks it outside to Magsanoc, who pushes it inside. Unoffensive foul slapped against Magsanoc.
I think that was a good call by referee De Leon. Magsanoc had nowhere to go. He put up his hands there against Samboy Lim and came up with the offensive foul.
Changes in the lineup. Manansala pulling out Jay Ramirez. Yes,
That's right. His matchup against Samboy Lim. We have Ray Cuenco taking out Victorino. His matchup against Mon Fernandez. There's a blocking foul called on Jimmy Manansala.
You know, San Miguel has created a number of isolation plays going to Samboy Lim.
You would too, partner, if you had a player that has that
yes.
ability to play one-on-one, head and shoulder fake, gets that first step, is a great leaper going to the basket. So you have to go to your strength, and that is one of their strengths. No?
24-18, 4 minutes, 17 seconds to play. Here goes Norman. Roland sticking close to him like glue. Turnaround shot nonetheless. Norman off balance. Taken away by Phelps. Throws it up to Norman, who cashes in.
That's a wasted opportunity trying to go on a fast break when you don't have any. Might as well hold on to the ball and set up your play.
Here's Cuenco, matched up against Fernandez. The shot does not drop in. Norman Black controlling the boards. He has 3 rebounds in the ball game so far.
Norman's still hurting in the backcourt, so it's a 4-on-5 situation, and a jumper there by Hector closes the gap, 24-22.
Bobby Parks atop the keyhole. Derek Rowland. There's that double team again on him. Pushes it up, won't go.
Norman got him from behind, but there were no fouls called by the referee, and he's still looking. Referee's still looking in the backcourt. And a follow-up there by Norman Black.
And Derek Rowland is in the backcourt, wincing in pain. At 24 all here in the first quarter, 3:13 to go. Shell led by as much as 22-14.
That was a big blast there by the San Miguel team. Actually a 10-2 blast. There's a tripping foul, not intentional on the part of Samboy Lim against Jimmy Manansala.
First personal foul by the Skywalker. 14 fouls, I wanted to say. Charged against San Miguel, while Shell carries 3. Here's Bobby Parks.
Kick given by Magsanoc. Bobby is fouled by Hector Calma, but he misses the shot, so he'll take 2 from the 15-foot line.
Foul, Calma.
Calma with his first personal, 15.
Age glue that's super fast, super strong, from Pioneer Adhesives.
Back here at the Ultra, Parks is shooting a pair of charities. He scored the first one off that last foul by Hector Calma. Calma already with 1 personal foul.
2 free throws there for Bobby Parks to give Shell a 2-point lead. 3 team fouls on Shell and 5 team fouls called against San Miguel.
Hector Calma, ball knocked away by Jimmy Manansala. By the way, calling all Upsilonians, Upsilon Sigma Phi Phi fraternity, I'm sorry, I'm not so good with these Greek words, will be holding Congress 3 on December 16, 18, 1988 at the SSS Hall at East Avenue, Quezon City.
Pressure defense there being put on by Roland against Norman in that side court play. He allows Norman to go to his favorite side, that's the left, and he makes the shot.
And we're tied once more at 26. Second time we have been knotted. Here's Cuenco with a give and go to Bobby Parks.
That's a very good play. They should do more of that. Norman was completely off balance as he was hoping that Bobby would take an outside shot. But the quick release, and Bobby is the top scorer of the team. There's going to be an illegal pick called against Samboy Lim. That's his second personal foul.
Offensive foul, Lim.
16 fouls slapped against San Miguel Beer. 2:18 to play. The Rimlex Diesel Oilers carry 3.
Jimmy Manansala, also with some championship experience with the Great Taste team, goes one-on-one against Samboy. Good move by Jimmy Manansala and a good penetration.
And it produces a 4-point lead for Shell, 30-26, approaching the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Fernandez with a shuffle, a twist, a turn, and a basket.
It's a great basket there by Fernandez, doing the one-on-one against Ray Cuenco. He has an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Watch it once more.
And relish it.
Here's something you can relish about also. On December 25 and 26, a great chanteuse, a great singer, Randy Crawford, will be coming to the Ultra, and the front act will be the Apo Hiking Society. Again, Randy Crawford. Here's Samboy Lim, lost it to Bobby Parks. 30-28, Shell enjoying a lead of 2 points. Magsanoc wanted to go for the hoop, goes to Manansala instead, no good.
Very poor shot selection there by Shell. Instead of waiting for their teammates to come down and set up for their half-court game, they elected to take a poor shot.
Mon Fernandez kicks it outside once more to Calma. Goes to Phelps, uncorking a three-pointer. Fernandez is right there. Still San Miguel ball.
Butterfingers in that play, as Fernandez did not expect the pass from Samboy. And he is sorry about that play. We have Magsanoc now being replaced by Onchi de la Cruz. Still a 2-point lead being enjoyed by Shell.
So we have a very experienced backcourt currently working for Shell in terms of championship experience. Mon Fernandez securing it for San Miguel Beer. Here's Hector Calma. Phelps goes inside to Norman, swings to his favorite spot. And there's going to be
Franz Pumaren was given adequate support as point guard for the team. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter, and nip and tuck affair here. Norman misses the second again, short.
And here comes Shell. Parks stopping at nothing and no one.
Good control there. Body movement on the part of Bobby Parks to give Shell a 4-point lead.
42 seconds. Fernandez. De La Cruz. They're going to Parks. Back to Onchi. Somebody's inside the shaded area. Manansala unloads, won't go.
Well, pushing inside there. There's an outlet pass to Samboy Lim, who hangs in the air and makes the shot off the glass.
You know, I've actually seen Samboy practice those shots here at the Ultra or even during the warm-up. Here's Roland. Illegal defense slapped against San Miguel, a warning.
There is no warning here, Seb, because it's under the 25-second shot clock, so automatic technical called against San Miguel.
Thank you, Andy. That's absolutely right.
Technical foul, San Miguel Beer. Fernandez for illegal defense.
That's the rule here. If it happens on any quarter under 25 seconds, even though it's the first offense, it's an automatic technical free throw. So there are 8 seconds left, as you can see in our shot clock. Bobby Parks makes the technical free throw, and it ups the lead of Shell to 3, and they will throw in at their side court.
Shell has run the break quite well here in the first quarter of play.
Well, Bobby coming down the middle, and Roland had some shots. Bobby gets the opportunity, but he loses control of the ball. So there's still 4 seconds, enough time for San Miguel to throw up a shot.
Fernandez is strapped, puts it up nonetheless, and the quarter comes to an end. It's Shell by 3. We shall be back after these. Nothing from Phelps. We are 15 seconds into the second quarter. Alvin Tang is inside for the first time for San Miguel Beer, while Ramirez back on the floor for Shell Rimolex. Parks. Yes.
Bobby Parks is having an excellent shooting game up to this point.
Already with 20 points.
I'm sure that Shell is hoping that he's not only pacing himself, but he's got a lot of gas going for them in the second half. Norman trying to shoot it from the outside, and a great looper going in.
Norman Black already with 8 points in the ball game. 35-32, Shell by 3. We have a referee's whistle.
And a foul called against Franz Pumaren on the driving Onchi de la Cruz, who used experience in that play.
First foul on Pumaren. We're going to have Onchi de la Cruz trooping to the line for a pair.
58% shooting for Shell compared to 52% for San Miguel in the first quarter. Both of the teams had 8 points on fast breaks. Turnovers 5 for Shell and 7 against San Miguel in the first quarter.
2 for 2 by Onchi de la Cruz. Stretches the Shell lead to 5 points. Here's Phelps. Constant motion by San Miguel to create those openings. Here's Pumaren in three-point land, lobs it inside to Alvin Tang. Quick turn for the hoop, too strong.
Power play there, but Cuenco held his ground.
Roland streaks into his front court, goes all the way in.
He got the first step going to the right, and Phelps could not stop him on that play. No double team came. Back to a 7-point lead for Shell, who have controlled the ball game in this first 2 quarters up to this point.
Absolutely right, as Phelps uncorks, gets it.
Gets a good bounce there as Bobby played him honest defense all the way. Down to a 5-point lead for Shell. Driving play again by De La Cruz, who again gets the foul from Pumaren.
Seems that Shell is
deliberately and letting him come. There, you know, they have some motion offense, and he takes advantage of it going to his left. So it's a good play being set up by the team, and he has taken advantage by contributing 4 free throws so far.
Our score stands at 41-34 in favor of Shell. Ball knocked away, landing into our photographers over there.
Ramirez playing good defense against Samboy if he's not posted up because he has quick lateral movement. Samboy gives him problems when Samboy posts him up.
Percentages of the first quarter on your screens as Norman and Corks from the right side hits the back iron, and we're going to have the ball being given to Shell Rimlex.
A couple of guys contested the shot. Baseball pitch there and a good pass. But a rejection there by Phelps and an easy miss there by Ray Cuenco on the follow-up.
There were 3 San Miguel Beermen who suddenly clamped down on him.
That's how fast they come back for defense. 3-point shot there by Michael Phelps. Bullseye.
Phelps, 3 points.
Red and white flags all around. 7 points already by Phelps. 41-37 Shell. Roland is free in the corner, tries to bring it in closer, puts up the shot, and dang, drops to the deck.
Lot of new plays for Shell. Roland coming out of a double pick there, getting the one-on-one move there.
So far, Shell dictating the tempo, orchestrating well, but San Miguel replies swiftly.
See, that was what Onchi de la Cruz did was right. He tried to double team the guy with the ball, but you almost always have to have your eyes on the ball and also on your man cutting in. He did not have it on Pumaren, and Pumaren had a layup. Oh, that's a poor pass.
And it's quickly picked up by San Miguel Beer. Lead pass to Norman Black. Nobody was there except Jay Ramirez.
2-on-1 situation here for Shell, and they should score here.
And they do, Andy Howe. They're on top, 45-39. Shell playing upbeat, up-tempo all the way. And here comes Pumaren, trying to settle down his team. Lobs it inside to Samboy Lim. Great turn by Samboy. Had completely dumbfounded his 2 defenders. There's going to be a foul on Jay Ramirez, his first.
That'll be 2 free throws for Samboy. Look, that's the problem for Ramirez if Samboy posts him up. He can guard Samboy coming off a pick because he can fight the picks. But when Samboy posts him up, he has some problems with the quick movement of Samboy.
Samboy Lim missing the first foul shot. He was our Jollibee best player.
Should be with 22 points, 3
yes.
rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 shot blocks in that ball game.
But because of that collision with Jay Ramirez, which really affected his, which really hurt his mouth, he was unable to chat with Romy right after the ball game.
After some good percentage shooting, Onchi de la Cruz now taking some poor shots. Outside shot here. And again, that's Onchi de la Cruz's man. He's double teaming a guy too far away from the basket, allowing his own man to take the shot.
Pumaren already with his second field goal. Look at Phelps battle for the ball. And here comes San Miguel on a 4-on-3. Norman Black tried to... Norman cashes in finally from the 15-foot line. And as Andy was describing it, here comes Victorino. In for Cuenco. Norman already with 9 points in the ball game. As we mentioned, I think we haven't mentioned yet that he scored 41 points and got 18 rebounds in a great performance in game number 4.
So that's the worst thing that Dante wants at this point. He wants everybody high up in spirits. He doesn't want anybody lagging in defense or waste or you know thinking about a missed opportunity or a wasted shot. Like Cuenco had a layup previous to that play. No?
Oh, there's no time for that now. Pick provided for Roland, who brings it closer to the hoop.
Some picks proving satisfactory to the cause of the Shell team. They have controlled, and they're still on top by 3 at this point. Onchi de la Cruz now challenging Pumaren, and again the foul given up by Ramirez against Samboy.
Point of interest here, San Miguel Beer has not led in the ball game. They have tied the ball game. Last time it was tied was at 26. Sideline inbound now for Samboy Lim and his San Miguel Beer squad. We have a foul away from the ball.
I think it might be on de la Cruz.
An elbowing foul. That's 2 on Onchi, and that will be 4 against Shell as a squad. San Miguel has 2. Pumaren pops out of that stock formation. They go to Norman. Victorino controls it. Quickly to Onchi de la Cruz. Pounding it very hard. Going through.
See, he has scored every time going to the basket, either being fouled or making the free throws. He has missed his outside shot, but he has certainly given this team a lot of depth, no?
And he has contributed 6 points. Oh, Norman is open. Good pass by Phelps. Norman Black already with 12 points in the ball game. 7 minutes to play. Second quarter. Onchi de la Cruz.
Back-to-back baskets by De La Cruz. He's got 8 points in the ball game, and Shell has a 5-point lead going for themselves.
With 6 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the second quarter. Lob pass inside to Samboy Lim. Puts it up. Won't go. Alvin Teng controls it. They try to tap it away from him. Keeps it alive. Norman goes up. Gets fouled.
Victorino
Starting unit except for Samboy Lim. Reyes started out for San Miguel. Here's Norman back on the 15-foot line.
Well, he missed 2 shots short earlier. You knew he was going to change the line, so it was long in this first free throw. Let's see if he tempers it down a little bit.
He wants to talk to the ball. Come on, ball. Prove Andy wrong.
No, so he tempered it. You know, he put it down a little bit, but he got a good bounce. Norman, 3 out of 4 from that area in the last couple of free throws.
By the way, Magsanoc, lest we forget, is back in the ball game, pulling out
Onchi de la Cruz, who certainly helped the cause with 8 points. Outside shot by Bobby Parks, in and out.
And Phelps has possession. They tap the ball away. Victorino at the timeline. They lob it to Roland.
Roland doesn't challenge Fernandez because his right hand is still hurting from the previous play. And then he throws a poor pass.
Yes!
I wonder how he made that shot. Michael Phelps down on the floor making the shot and being fouled by Ramirez.
Do you believe in miracles? You have to. He was on the way down. They had fouled him. He converted the shot. You know, Shell has been throwing up a lot of bad passes so far, despite the fact that they are in the lead 51-49.
Ramirez is now being replaced by Jimmy Manansala. Roland was hurt in the previous play as somebody tried to tap the ball out, probably got him on the wrist. That's why, you know, when Bobby threw him that lob pass, he was not willing to take the shot, even though he might have had an advantage against Fernandez. Phelps finishing off the 3-point play to cut the lead of Shell to only 1 at this point.
And with 6 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This is Seb Sarmenta together with Andy Howe from the Ultra. We are coming into your homes or wherever you are live.
Thanks to Channel 4, PTV4, and also thanks to Vintage. Jumper there by Bobby Parks.
Amen. Thank you, Channel 4. 53-50. Here's Mon Fernandez. Puts it up. Keeps it alive for San Miguel Beer.
Norman never giving up on the play. It was a pick and roll. He continued to slide into the basket, and Ramon got it to him underneath the basket. 3-point shot by Jimmy Manansala. A little bit long.
And Ramon Fernandez is there. Opportunity for Shell, or rather for San Miguel to go ahead. And they do.
Very good on the one-on-one plays. And Shell must now slow down a little bit. Take some good shots.
Here's Roland. Phelps keeping close. Watch. Puts up a shot. He babied it. And Norman controlling the rebound. Somebody got his arm as he went for that rebound.
I think it's going to be on Victorino.
You got it right, Andy. That's going to be 2 on Manny V.
Yung kaibigan.
San Miguel enjoying a 1-point lead. 5:08 left here in the second quarter. 54-53 is the count.
Magsanoc meeting Calma high.
17 fouls, by the way, already called against Shell. Only 2 against San Miguel. And Samboy improves the lead of San Miguel to 3, 56-53.
Samboy Lim already with 7 points in the ballgame. Victorino, oh, he was blocked by Samboy, but there's going to be contact.
That was a good spin by Victorino, challenging Fernandez to play some defense against him. That'll be the 3rd personal foul of Samboy Lim.
And the 13th foul of San Miguel Beer as we find Elmer Reyes reporting in.
Elmer certainly helped the cause with 6 points early in the first quarter.
As he started out for San Miguel Beer.
Victorino a little bit long there in the first free throw. Manansala is now being replaced by Freddy Hubalde, who's seeing action for the first time.
Manny Victorino, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, struggled through this series, averaging 11 in the elims and semis, which is, as Andy pointed out, really not meeting his potential.
That's his game. He should have at least 16 points.
Reyes, nothing. Here comes Shell together with San Miguel, and Parks all the way in, and they get the bucket and the foul.
That was the equalizer on the part of Bobby Parks, 56-all. He has an opportunity for a 3-point play on the foul by Phelps, who reaches in. Bobby glides to the basket and finishes it off.
Bobby Parks completes the 3-point play and pushes his team back in front 57 to 56 with 4 and 27 remaining. Quarter number 2.
Norman Black helping bring down the ball there, setting up the play. Elmer Reyes giving the pick, which they really got away with the other day. He misses the shot, however, and Parks controls the ball.
It's a foot race to the other end of the floor.
See, Bobby is not going to stop, you know, especially when he sees a local in front of him.
He's just going to pulverize anybody who stands in his way.
Well, it's a fighting cause on the part of Bobby Parks, and he doesn't want to die tonight. Some other time, maybe. 3-point shot by Elmer Reyes, who misses the shot.
Here's Ronnie.
He needs to make this kind of shots to be able to lift up the team. He had a good bounce there. So it's a big burst after the timeout by San Miguel on the part of Shell. They were trailing by 3. Now they're on top by 5.
And it's 61 to 56. 3.5 to play. Calma. Phelps bouncing it to the low post to Mon Fernandez. That familiar head and shoulder fake. Got Victorino up in the air and committed to that foul.
That's going to be the third personal foul of Victorino. Fernandez going to the 15-foot line for 2 free throws.
Mon Fernandez of the Beermen, this year's PBA KP MVP awardee, gets the first one. 4 times for Ramon.
He's got 7 points in the ball game right now.
And he has averaged 14 points in the series, together with 5 rebounds and 4 assists.
2 for 2 from the 15-foot line, cuts down the lead of Shell to only 3, 61 to 58. Very good first half so far.
Intense, fiercely fought. Turnaround, Roland. Here's Calma pushing it up. Fernandez, double team, right on top of him to Norman Black, who goes up and scores. Norman with 17 points. Calma trying to harass Magsanoc. Roland is momentarily free, takes one big step and scores.
A lot of steps, actually. It's 1.5, I don't know. Gets the bucket on a layup, ups the lead of Shell to 3 with 2:37 left here in the second quarter.
Here's Hector Calma with a shuffle, a twirl, puts it up with a left hand. No, sir. Parks tried to uncork it, but there's a foul.
I think it's going to be on Fernandez.
Fernandez.
That's his second personal foul.
We're going to segue into our Parks and corks. By the way, Hubalde is inside for the first time for Shell. The ball will stay with Shell, and our score is pegged at 63-60 in favor of Shell with 2 and 10 playing.
Michael Phelps complaining about that call, a 3-point shot by Freddie Hubalde, and it's a big one because could be like a 5-point swing with Hubalde hitting a 3-point shot there. 66-60 is the count. 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. High-scoring ball game, but you have to look at the defense. It's being played well.
Yes, sir.
The percentage of the game is very high. There's going to be an illegal defense called against the Shell team.
Just a warning against Shell.
Warning on Rilula X. Hubalde for illegal defense.
We're going to have Ray Cuenco reporting in.
Victorino.
Pulling out Manny Victorino with 1 minute and 53 seconds to play in the first half.
Victorino leaving the ball game with 3 personal fouls, contributing 5 points to the cause of Shell.
Mon Fernandez, they provide a pick for him. He twirls inside. There is a foul.
Foul, Hubalde.
First on Freddie Hubalde, and that will be 2 shots for Fernandez. Meanwhile, here's some good news for all LaSallites. The biggest and grandest LaSalle homecoming will happen on March 4, 1989, as the Silver Jubilarians High School 64 lead the trail back to Taft Avenue. The homecoming is appropriately called Hail, Hail, Alma Mater, since it was in 64 when the song was first sung by LaSalle Vintage President Bobong Velas, chairman of next year's homecoming, and a member of HS 64. High School 64 is calling on all LaSallites, come home on the first Saturday of March for Hail, Hail, Alma Mater. I guess that calls on you, Andy.
That's right.
And your homecoming, your 25th, coming up. Couple of years from now.
Couple of years from now. Good pump fake there by Roland, and he scores over the outstretched arms of some San Miguel players to up the lead of Shell to 6.
And I guess that has been the story of the first half. Shell going through a lot of penetrations. Defense of the game has been tight, although it has been a high-scoring first half at 68-62 at this point. Illegal defense again, and that should be a technical. Yes, it is.
2 consecutive illegal defenses called against Shell.
Technical foul, Remulla X. Magsanoc for illegal defense.
Hector Calma will take the technical free throw. He's got 8 points in this ball game. 6-point lead being enjoyed by Shell. 1 minute and 7 left here in the second quarter.
Calma had a good game 4, although he just missed that foul shot at 19 points.
Kumalog.
Kumalog.
Anyway, the shot clock will be reset to 25 seconds. Norman going to his position. Hector getting him the ball. They're looking for the cuts now. Norman powering his way and way off the mark.
Under a minute to play. Here's Roland. Applies the brakes. Nowhere to go. Finally spots Magsanoc. Hector Calma is an ever-present shadow, but Parks gets it off the glass.
Very high percentage shooting for Bobby Parks. Back to an 8-point lead for Shell with 36 seconds left. A 3-point shot by Phelps. No good.
8-point Shell advantage. Half a minute to play. Cuenco. Phelps is there. Pushes it to Reyes. Phelps saves it.
Still 15 seconds left. Good offensive rebounding there by Michael Phelps.
6-point lead enjoyed by Shell Remulla X. There's the time. Ubalde. No, not this time. And the first 24 minutes of action come to a close with Shell in front. By the action is, and it is San Miguel against Shell here in game number 5. Best of 7 series. San Miguel leads the series 3-1. Here's Phelps shooting it from Rainbow Country.
Phelps, 3
Good
points.
movement of the ball there. Second 3-point shot here for Michael Phelps. Ronnie Magsanoc matchup there against Hector Calma. Victorino against Fernandez. Roland now working one-on-one against Michael Phelps. Throws the jumper over his head and misses.
Into the hands of Hector Calma. Here's Samboy Lim with a red t-shirt underneath his jersey. Connects. 70-69. 5-point swing, Andy.
He has so much confidence shooting over the head of Ramirez in that play. A 5-0 blast, yes, by the San Miguel team, cutting down that lead to only 1, and there's a layup there for Derek Roland.
72-69. As you mentioned in your halftime analysis, San Miguel's favorite quarter is the third. They are strong towards the end, something that Shell has not been in the first 2 games. Here's Norman Black.
Expect him to throw up that shot because he has not been penetrating well against that defense of Roland. He misses it, however.
Here comes Jay Ramirez.
That's a great basket by Ramirez challenging Samboy, who's got 3 personal fouls. You have to remember that.
Biggest lead of the ball game was at 8 points, enjoyed by Shell at 22-14. Meanwhile, here's Phelps putting up a break. Norman was rejected.
17 points in the ball game for Norman Black.
Norman so far from the 15-foot line, 50% in the ball game, 3 out of 6.
Not having a good night at it. He's been making the adjustments, cannot get the right feel, you know, at this point.
Norman has averaged 20 rebounds in the series, together with 35 points.
Okay, so that's still 50% shooting from the 15-foot line. Still a 4-point lead being enjoyed by Shell.
Parks. Magsanoc.
This is the basket that they need, you know, because you see Hector double teaming. Magsanoc goes to the weak side, gets the cross-court pass. He makes the open shot. Norman driving down the left, and he makes the basket.
Norman Black already with 20 points. It's a 4-point lead enjoyed by the Remulla X Diesel Oilers, 76-72. 10 minutes left in quarter number 3. It's going to be outside for the red shirts. Calma together with Lim in the backcourt. Up front, the imports together with Fernandez. The opposing side will have Ramirez and Magsanoc in the backcourt. Victorino together with the Shell imports. Up front, we have a foul away from the basketball on Manny Victorino.
That's a 4th foul, and a very poor foul because there's no way the referee's not going to catch him with that. He was holding on to the shirt of Fernandez, who was using a pick. So Victorino quickly out of the ball game, and in comes Ray Cuenco.
Samboy Lim to Norman Black. Phelps has hit twice from three-point land. Fernandez nudged by Ray Cuenco. Number 2 on Cuenco. 3 team fouls by Shell, while San Miguel with a clean slate.
Well, earlier you saw Chairman Ray Marquez. Of course, there's Vice Chairman Nono Ibaceta sitting on the bench of the San Miguel Beer team. He was also here last Sunday, looking for the championship tonight.
Fernandez. Calma.
Fernandez finding the open man after the double team. There's Norman getting into the way, and a foul is going to be called against Norman Black.
Foul, Black.
Just the first personal foul on Norman Black and the first team foul of San Miguel in the third quarter. 9:25 to play. Here's Bobby Parks. Norman Black, his constant companion. Great move.
Despite the triple team.
And it's a 4-point lead by Shell. Phelps wants to challenge everybody. Fails the first time, but succeeds in the second try.
Well, the block was not a complete one. It fell right into the hands of Phelps, so he had an underneath the basket stop there. Good pick by Ray Cuenco. Roland getting another pick. Quick hands by Phelps, takes the ball away.
Norman bobbled momentarily. Calma put it up, but Magsanoc will be charged with a foul.
Foul, Magsanoc.
2 on Ronnie. 4 on Shell as a team. San Miguel has 1. Watch it again.
Calma using his experience and his body to protect the ball against Ronnie Magsanoc, forcing him to commit the foul. 10 points in the ball game for Hector. Make that 11 right now.
Calma has averaged 15 points in the series.
That's a high average for a point guard who does give a lot of assists to his teammates. No? Calma certainly has improved his offensive game.
Nothing from the side. It'll be outside for San Miguel Beer.
This is where Dante, I'm sure, is suffering because he's not getting the points that he needs from his Filipino player, the tall Filipino player, either Cuenco or Victorino. Well, Fernandez does a lot of things for San Miguel. Well, this was an error.
Yes. There's Bobby Parks. Roland was begging for the ball. Shoots it from 14. High up and out. Norman is there to control the boards. 7 rebounds off the defensive glass by Norman. Samboy.
Good power play there. San Miguel gets its running game going and now leads by 2 points in this ball game in the third quarter.
Yes, sir. 80-78. Ronnie Magsanoc trying to orchestrate against Hector Calma. Placing it cross court to Bobby Parks, who's open. Gets it.
That's a big basket to stop the tide of San Miguel. They ties the ball game at 80 all.
We have been tied 4 times in the ball game so far. Hector Calma lost control. Bobby Parks lost control. Phelps was quick to take it away. Hesitates, goes to Samboy, to Norman. Let's see what he does. He scores.
A very poor play there by Bobby, who should have held on to the ball instead of trying to pass it and losing it to Michael Phelps.
Andy, earlier we started out with a very lean crowd. Now this crowd has swelled to a bigger number. We have a foul.
Foul, Calma.
Hector with his second personal foul. Magsanoc is replaced by Onchi de la Cruz.
Let's see Onchi try to use his power against Hector. Hector also very visibly tired after running the fast break power play there for Onchi de la Cruz. And Calma takes it away.
The Skywalker.
Ramirez could offer no resistance. All he could do was look at Samboy, who just made the side step and ups the lead of San Miguel to 4 right now.
And Samboy Lim already with 13 points in the contest. Parks from 3-point land won't go. Cuenco. Roland.
Roland begging for a foul after the follow-up shot, cutting down the lead of San Miguel to only 2 right now, 84-82.
And the time remaining, you can see it at the bottom portion of your screens. A foul spotted by referee Ledesma. A foul on Ramirez. That will be 4 on Jay Ramirez. Shell has 5 team fouls, Andy.
They have a lot of problems when Samboy posts up because Samboy has very great upper body strength and he's using that to his advantage against either Ramirez or Jimmy Manansala,
which enables him to exercise a lot of creativity once he's airborne. Fernandez pops and scores.
Great basket there by Fernandez. 4-point lead now being enjoyed by San Miguel.
Onchi de la Cruz pounding it very hard. Cuenco looking for the basketball.
And called for a illegal offensive foul is Onchi de la Cruz. That's going to be his third personal foul.
And the 16th foul on Shell, while San Miguel carries only 2 with 6:27 to play in the third quarter.
Momentum now on the side of San Miguel. Let's see if they can keep it up with this play.
San Miguel fans waving those flags in unison. Fernandez looking for an open man, spots Norman Black. We have a foul off the rebound. It'll be charged against Michael Phelps. Number 2.
The small foul, Phelps.
And San Miguel's third team foul with 6 minutes and 10 seconds to play. We ended the first half of play with Shell in front by 6 points, 70-64.
This is composure time now for Shell, and a good drive there by De La Cruz, but he misses the layup.
Phelps with a shuffle. Goes to Calma. He has no hesitation.
That's right. Finding the open man. Big burst here by the San Miguel team. They're enjoying a 6-point lead right now.
And Andy, we have to be impressed with the poise of San Miguel at this point.
Well, the pressure is not on them. They have a 3-1 lead in this series. So they're just going for the kill.
Phelps uncorks, top of the keyhole,
It's going to be short. There's going to be a foul on Phelps.
Phelps guilty of his third personal foul.
The small foul, Phelps.
Third team foul of San Miguel Beer. Shell a 6.
De La Cruz.
De La Cruz replaced by...
Base age glue that's super fast, super strong. From Pioneer Adhesives.
Lovely, lovely Ines Ortiz, you are our face of the day. And as such, she wins a 300 peso gift certificate to Faces, where she should be.
Looks like Shell is crumbling at this point as Bobby Parks misses from point-blank range. We're going to have a foul called on Manansala, and Dante Silverio very visibly mad at no calls being made underneath the basket there. Goes over to Narciso Bernardo and tries to clarify a position that no calls are being made underneath the basket.
Hector Calma makes it 15 for him.
And look at this, 17 fouls already for Shell, while they are in penalty compared to 4 for San Miguel.
And right after this ball game comes our choice for the Jollibee best player.
2 for 2 for Hector Calma, biggest lead for San Miguel in this ball game, 90-82. And now they will call a foul on Fernandez.
Mon Fernandez, guilty of his third personal foul, 15th foul by the Beerman. A lot of jockeying for position under the basket. 10-2 San Miguel explosion, but finally a basket coming in from Shell. The score 90-84, 6 points San Miguel advantage with 4:46 to play. We're in the third quarter. We're coming to you over the Olympic Network live. Phelps,
Yes,
gets
sir.
it.
That's the foul from a local, I think, downstairs who helped out. 3-point play in the offing
Foul
for Michael
on
Phelps. Magsanoc called for that foul. His fourth.
Michael Phelps on your screens. One of the most vital cogs of San Miguel. 19 to his credit. Make that 20. 93-84. San Miguel Beer. 4:34 to play. Derek Rowland kicks it outside to Magsanoc. Here's Manansala. Back to Ronnie. Samboy Lim trying to pursue. Magsanoc puts it up. Hits the back iron. Rowland is there. Won't go.
Well, he was fouled going to the hoop, but there was no calls.
And it's going to be Shell ball.
And that's why Dante is there again with Bernardo.
Ronnie Magsanoc with the inbound. As you saw, Dante Silverio and Narciso Bernardo discussing the points of Dante Silverio. Here's Phelps.
Great
Behind the
exhibition
back.
play
Oh.
there for Phelps, but he overdid himself. Sir.
Too much on a wraparound. Magsanoc from three-point land. Cuenco carves some room for himself. Fails.
The Cuenco and Victorino certainly having their problems, and a high sear by Magsanoc against Fernandez.
Great pocket pick. Cuenco charges through, won't go. Parks. No. but a foul has been spotted. Here's Phelps with his reaction.
Foul, Phelps.
That's number 4. Watch it again.
If you watch this play, Cuenco trying to block off Michael Phelps here, pushes him out of the way. That's why Phelps could not believe the foul was called against him.
Bobby Parks already with 35 points in the ball game, or 33.
34 right now for Bobby Parks. Still an 8-point lead being enjoyed by San Miguel. 3:37 left here in the third quarter.
Bobby Parks now hitting his norm of 35 points, 93-86, 3.5 to play. Third quarter.
And we're still in the third quarter, so should be a big night for Bobby, but should it be a losing cause, it's not going to mean anything.
Armand Black sizzling from afar, 24 points by the old Black Magic.
Phelps pushing either against Roland. Roland posting up, wanting to try to get a 5th foul from Michael Phelps here in the third quarter.
Parks driving hard, gets it, plus a foul.
Foul, Black.
Armand with his second personal foul. Watch it again. On the arm. Three-point play completed. 95-89 with 3:04 remaining. Ronnie Magsanoc sagging off on Hector Calma. Hector, the orchestrator for San Miguel via the table center.
Pick and roll there. Norman did not continue to roll, and Hector now getting the ball to him.
It's going to be last touch on Shell. We'll be announcing details as we sail along. Here's Samboy Lim.
Great lead there by Samboy to anticipate the lob pass of Jimmy Manasala to Roland. 6-point lead being enjoyed by San Miguel, and Samboy taking it strong to the hoop. All the way. And you can see in the background the fans of Samboy Lim there. 8-point lead being enjoyed by San Miguel.
Biggest headache of Dante Silverio has been the Skywalker. Parks. Magsanoc.
3-point shot by Ronnie Magsanoc, who hit it from the weak side as they swung the ball to the weak side after the double team on Bobby Parks.
Magsanoc with his first 3-point shot has 9 points in the ball game. 5-point San Miguel lead. 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in the third. Calma puts it up, gets it.
Double team came. They hit the open man. Samboy steals Bobby Parks and scores on the layup. And Shell cannot afford those kind of turnovers.
If he just turned over to us, Shell led in the first quarter, even at 22-14, an 8-point lead, and battled even terms in the second and to lead at halftime. Parks went up without the ball the second time, ball knocked away.
By Samboy. 33 seconds left, a 9-point lead enjoyed by San Miguel. Both teams are in penalty.
Baseline inbound. About 6 seconds differential between game clock and shot clock. Roland puts it up, gets it.
They have an opportunity for a 3-point play here. Samboy down on the floor. Let's see who the foul is. It's going to be on Lim.
Samboy is not the type to buckle down from any responsibility.
Especially if you're going for the championship tonight. You know, he's really giving his all in this ball game. I think all the players on San Miguel have that attitude. They want to finish it off tonight.
103-97, final 17 seconds. Fernandez is bumped and he will shoot from the line after that foul by Cuenco. Third personal on Ray Cuenco.
Penalty situation, 2 free throws here for Ramon, who's got 12 points in the ball game.
By the way, as Fernandez shoots, we'd like to extend our gratitude and we'd like to thank Smokey's Hot Dogs for their delicious treats this season. And Smokey's is the place where people and hot dogs meet and match. Thank you. Maraming salamat po, Smokey's Hot Dogs.
Thank you also. I've enjoyed your sandwiches.
Wholeheartedly.
A lot of time here. 14 seconds to complete the play. Both teams, remember, are in penalty.
Here's Roland.
Roland taking advantage of the 4 personal fouls of Phelps. Only 2 seconds. Mon has to throw it up. It's going to be too late.
Shell has 1 more quarter to go to turn back the tide.
It's on your screens. Happy birthday to Betselis tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you. Magaganda talaga ang Disyembre. Undergold stab won't go, and we are ready and going with quarter number 4. 105.99 is our takeoff point. Norman.
Good defense by Norman on one end. He shoots the basket on the other end to up the lead of San Miguel to 8. 107-99.
Parks gets it.
You said Bobby's having a good offensive night.
107-101.
San Miguel shot 71% from the field in the 3rd quarter compared to 41% for Shell, and took a commanding lead there. But it's not yet over, and Samboy hang time, but he misses the shot.
Jimmy Manansala challenges Norman. Won't go on the shot. Roland. Phelps is on the baseline. Shell has been begging for a foul, Andy.
Well, here Phelps was knocked from behind by Jimmy Manansala. That's the reason why he lost control. Here is Bobby Parks getting away, and 200 dunk shot there by Bobby Parks after the pick provided by one of his teammates.
Delivered with a lot of authority. 107-103, 10:45. That's the time remaining in the 4th and final quarter. Here comes Hector Calma, top of the keyhole dribble. He is the patient table setter for the San Miguel Ball Club.
Down to 6 seconds on the shot clock. Samboy against Jimmy, and makes the basket, plus the foul from Manansala.
Foul, Manansala.
Samboy Lim has simply defied anybody they put against him. The Skywalker, who has averaged 21 in the series, makes the gift shot. He has 20 already in the contest. San Miguel in front by 7. Magsanoc's triple try. Bounces away. Parks unloads from afar. Gets it.
Getting a good break there as the ball bounced to him. There is Phelps running on the wings. Throws the jumper over Ronnie Magsanoc, and an easy basket there for Michael Phelps.
Both squads trading baskets, rather. Most of them long toms. Bobby Parks, double team confronts him. Here's Manansala, momentarily free. Intended for Parks, taken away. Here's Michael.
Parks not willing to give up a foul. Did not challenge Michael Phelps in that play.
Cuenco. Dr. D.
Not only is he good defensively, he's been scoring over Michael Phelps. Look at the percentage shooting of San Miguel. That's why they came back from a 6-point deficit and took a good-sized lead of 6 after the end of the 3rd quarter.
Roland already with 31 points in the ball game. Norman Black pulls up from 10 and rings the bell.
Good looper there by Norman, and the offense of San Miguel now coming in very strong here in the 4th quarter, in the 2nd half.
San Miguel oozing with a lot of confidence at this point. Turnaround by Roland. Norman switched off to help. Manansala's attempt won't go.
So if they don't hit those baskets, it's going to be very easy for San Miguel to defend against the drive-in plays.
Fernandez to Samboy. Bump.
And it's going to be called an advantage foul or a deliberate foul against Jimmy Manansala. So Samboy will go, deliberate foul. Samboy will go to the 15-foot line.
Manansala.
After the deliberate foul,
Manansala.
the inevitable warning. Manansala moves out, Ramirez is in, and here's the Skywalker.
He knew he had missed the free throw when he released. That's why he was moving to the left.
Parang yung ay.
Trying to get some body English, hoping the ball would have a good bounce. This one is straight and through for Samboy Lim, and a 10-point lead now enjoyed by San Miguel.
Wherever our coverage is reaching you, pleasant good evening to all of you. We are coming to you on the Olympic Network live. Here comes Parks. Pulls up, gets it. Bobby Parks continues to sizzle. He has 46 points, together with 12 rebounds.
I think he wants to go out in style.
Oh, yes.
If he has to go out today, And a foul there called against
Derek
Derek Rowland. Yes, Norman will go to the 15-foot line.
Foul, Roland.
Second personal foul on Roland.
Got him on the elbow in that play. Norman hitched throwing up an air ball. 2 free throws here for Norman Black. 28 points. A great series for Norman Black.
You know, if I may mention, Andy, I found a very interesting piece in Doreen Fernandez's article, Doreen, my colleague at the Ateneo, about our coverage coming to the Pondohan over there in Ross Boulevard. I guess we're everywhere. Good evening to you there. Here's Roland, penetrating hard.
Oh, a good block there by Norman Black. He just waited for Roland to come in. Called for the foul, however. Look at Roland coming in. Norman waiting for him. Got him on the other under elbow also.
Come into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. And Roland will shoot a pair.
Good timing on the lead by Norman Black. 31 points for Roland. Actually, the imports of Shell have outscored the imports of the San Miguel team. It's in the local department where Shell has been clobbered, with Samboy helping out. Hector is there. Fernandez has helped out. So has Elmer Reyes. And very few production from the Shell team, except for Magsanoc and Onchi de la Cruz. No?
I guess that has been the story of the series, Andy.
That's right.
Here's the Shell attack. Ramirez baseline salvo.
He really has no fear when he drives into the basket. Huh?
Yes, sir.
It's a suicidal move on his part, going up against big guys like that. Shell hanging on. They're still down by 7, however.
Back on the subject of the locals, going into this game, the San Miguel locals had the advantage, 62.5 against 50.5 by the locals of Shell. Nothing from Hector Calma. Ramirez broke out of the pack. Cuenco tiptoed along the sideline, ended up stepping on it, dribbling on it, and it will be a turnover.
That's what you call no championship experience at all.
Under 7 minutes. Here's Samboy. J. Ramirez keeping a close watch, but Samboy creatively scoring.
One-on-one play there for Samboy Lim, because Shell already had been caught earlier with the illegal defense. They could not double team in that play effectively, and we have a thrown ball by Ray Cuenco to Ramirez, another wasted opportunity. There you can see a matchup very clearly in favor of Bobby Parks, but like I said, he can score all, and if his team loses, it will go to naught.
Here's Samboy Lim, the double team in front of him. His turn. He ended up with no basketball.
And somebody taps the ball from behind against Roland. That was Hector Calma. Phelps taking it to the hoop.
Tapped by Cuenco. Cuenco keeps it. Pitches it over to Ramirez. All the way for Jay, but Norman says no way.
That's a very poor play. Don't challenge Norman on a 3-on-1 situation with 2 imports on the wings.
Look at it once more. There was that rejection.
Cuenco.
Cuenco is now replaced by Manny Victorino.
Well, this is the last opportunity for Manny Victorino to prove himself.
6 minutes, 4 seconds to play. Derek Rowland struggling. Calma has it. Calma fouled as he went airborne.
Fouled by Ronnie
Foul,
Magsanoc.
Magsanoc.
An opportunity, if Lucas can win this match, to have a title shot for a world championship.
When is that fight, Andy? December
16, Friday at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum.
And that's going to be a great fight to look forward to.
2 for 2 for Hector. I think that's the biggest lead for San Miguel in this ball game, an 11-point lead. 125-114.
5:50 to play. Here's Magsanoc. J. Ramirez.
It's going to be another foul on Phelps. That's going to be his 5th personal foul.
Foul, Phelps.
Team foul picture.
Magsanoc.
Shell has 4, while San Miguel Beer has 2. Here's Onchi de la Cruz being dispatched by Coach Dante Silverio, coming for Magsanoc.
It's going to be a last-ditch gamble for Shell here. Post-up play for Roland against Phelps, who just had to back off. He wants to stay in the ball game, but there's still a lot of time.
In fact, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Here's Hector Calma. All the players on the floor for San Miguel have scored in double figures. Cross-court pass. Mon Fernandez.
Yes,
Bingo!
sir. Double teaming, triple teaming leaves one man open, allowing a cross-court pass. Fernandez trying to steal off Roland, who goes strong to the hoop and scores off the glass.
Roland with 36 points. Parks has 46. On the opposing side, Black has 32. Phelps has 26. But the local production has somehow offset that difference.
And not to say that Shell's local did not have the opportunity to score. Norman gets away from Roland off a pick by Samboy.
Parks all the way.
Well, Shell cannot afford to trade baskets. They must either put some pressure, maybe a full court pressure, or really come up with better defense than what they've been showing in the last 3 plays.
Hector Calma. What a great series for him. And there's going to be contact on the arm. Onchi De La Cruz guilty of that foul. That'll be 4 on De La Cruz.
Also the 15 foul called against Shell, 2 against San Miguel. 4:18 left in this ball game.
Here's the inbound to Hector Calma. Roland did an arm lock with Norman Black there.
Phelps looking for the foul now, asking for isolation, throws it overhead, and Samboy scores plus the foul from Victorino, who came to help from the weak side.
Samboy Lim already with 25 big points.
It's really tenacity on the part of Samboy. He really takes all those body shots upstairs, and then he really just takes it strong to the hoop. We have another
Music, the lights, and the ambiance to make your party one unforgettable happening. So it's when it's time to party, it's time for faces. Samboy Lim.
missing the free throw. He's been having some problems from the 15-foot line. However, it's still a commanding 11-point lead for San Miguel. Victorino drives and scores through the baseline, cutting down the lead to 9. Shell called that timeout, their first here in the 4th quarter, probably going for an all-out stand at this point, no?
This is it.
Yes.
The last time.
And they're going to Samboy. They're posted up against Ramirez again. Victorino coming in late, and Samboy scores.
How do you stop the rain from falling? How do you stop Samboy Lim at this point? You praise, I guess.
Samboy getting the defensive rebound and pushing it up. Going to Fernandez, high percentage shot. Mon misses, however, and there's a foul on Roland.
Foul, Roland.
Well, you have the time there, Seb. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left before my Tocayo Andres Soriano wins his wins his second championship this year.
Mon Fernandez.
This first 5 of San Miguel has been a real killer.
Yes,
You're
sir.
talking about Samboy, Fernandez, and Calma. They have really supported the imports very well in this championship series.
Like Calma already with 20 points, Samboy Lim with 27, Ramon with that much. Oh boy, this has been a devastating starting unit. A starting unit in the fullest sense of the word.
Well, you can see that the imports of Shell have outscored San Miguel by over 20 points. A 3-point shot here by Roland. Desperation at this point. Norman controls the defensive boards, and there's going to be a bump foul called against Derek Roland.
Foul, Roland.
3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Shell enters the penalty. It is a 13-point lead enjoyed by San Miguel Beer.
See stamina factor again on Shell in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter. They have reached penalty very early in all of those 3 quarters, and San Miguel has capitalized on that. No, although they've had some poor free throw shooting in the first half. Compliments of Norman and Samboy.
You know, I get the feeling Hector wants to break into a smile.
But he's still serious about the game.
Yes.
Because he knows it's not yet over.
Yes, sir. Game face is still on.
15-point lead, however, for San Miguel with 3 minutes left. Bobby has not hit a 3-point shot here in this championship series, although he has taken some. Phelps trying to put it away here. And San Miguel now using the clock a little bit.
Phelps losing control, lost it completely. Magsanoc pushing it up, going to Parks.
Good fast break play there off a steal. See if they put on the full court press. You got to show that you're trying, and there's going to be a foul called on Bobby Parks.
Foul, Parks.
2 minutes, 33 seconds remaining. And the red and white flags are being hoisted all around.
San Miguel needing only one more game to clinch the championship.
And completing the defense of their crown, which they won with Bobby Parks as their import. And Norman Black was coaching from the sideline last year, 1987.
27 points for Michael Phelps. By the way, our friend Al Mendoza, who's doing the radio, would like to wish his nephew happy birthday, Chuck Flores. Birthday today.
Magsanoc. 2:26. That's the time left. Victorino put it up. Nothing. Parks scores.
Been an all-import show here for the Shell team.
Michael Phelps. Hector Calma. 2 minutes, 5 seconds. That's the time left.
Last 2 minutes.
The last 2 minutes, brought to you by Marlboro, the world's #1.
Now that will count, Andy.
Yes, it will count because the shot of Norman just came in time. Bank shot there by Derek Rowland against Norman Black. 13-point lead with 1:46. I don't think Shell can come back at this point. San Miguel, a team that can protect a lead.
It's not going to crumble at this point.
And a big lead at that. Norman's going to put it away.
The 14th season of the PBA has been nothing short of incredible. And what a fitting way to end it with a team that really tried from out of the doldrums into the finals. We're talking about Shell, while San Miguel proving to one and all that they were the team to beat. Final points now just being scored to produce the final tally that will enter the record books. After the game, we will have the usual post-game celebrations being covered.
And interviews and so on.
Yes.
There you can see Ricky Quinn, civilian clothes together with Yves Dignadice. Good assist pass by Ronnie Magsanoc, and he's all trimmings right now. The balloons are about ready to fall.
Yes, and confetti that has been up there since 6 o'clock, even earlier perhaps, beginning to trickle down onto the court, as you can see on your screens.
Only 1:05 left.
Releasing the confetti much too early, I do believe. Samboy Lim.
3-point shot.
Won't go. Still 57 seconds to go. Bobby Parks, nowhere to go. Landing in the hands of Rowland. 44 points. Rowland. It has been a great uphill climb for Dante Silverio, together with the Shell Rimolex Diesel Oilers. They have nothing to be ashamed of. They have nothing to be afraid of. They have proven to one and all that they could come out of the
calling
doldrums.
his team to leave the floor. With still 36 seconds left.
I think the issue here, Andy, is that the confetti came down onto the floor much too early and has undeniably and unquestionably interrupted play, which still has 36 seconds to go. The confetti began to fall at 57 seconds
That's
to go.
very true. That's very true. And that is leaving his team leaving.
Dante Silverio in a rage, bringing his team out. 36 seconds left.
I think he had something there. He had a point there.
Norman is now furious over the fact that the confetti came down much too early.
And the San Miguel Beer banner there unfurled.
This is not exactly the best way to end the season.
What the referee should have done when they saw that was to have stopped play. They could have stopped the play easily and asked somebody to sort of sweep it out. Because players could also get hurt.
That is so true. That is so true, Andy Howe. And the referees now, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have 36 seconds. The game is not officially over. It is not officially over.
That's a probable sample of what's going to happen. They're going to try to look as close to the point where the confetti started coming down and maybe play it from there, no? And Dante now bringing back his troops to the court. He just wanted to make his point, I think.
Yes. And here is Shell back onto the floor. I just think Dante wanted the floor cleared.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we should be resetting the time
To
1 minute and 11 seconds with a score at 145 San Miguel, 134 Shell.
To be cleared so that they could end out the game. On your screen, Samboy Lim and Bobby Parks.
Ball possession, San Miguel, throwing from the backcourt.
And a throw in from the backcourt as June Bernardino, the executive director of the PBA, has formally announced. So
twice in the semifinals and once here in the finals.
the inbound.
Calma's not going to push the up. He's going to waste time. And finally gets it to Norman. He ducks it in.
Something similar happened earlier.
That's right. It happened.
Magsanoc is open. Still nothing. Roland is there. Roland has scored on a number of follow-ups here in the fourth quarter.
Something similar also happened.
Yes, sir.
Get away there for Fernandez.
Good move. Magsanoc penetrates and scores. Final 42 seconds. Now we have a clear basketball court.
We might not have enough confetti and balloons left. There's going to be a foul. 33 seconds left.
You know, when the right cue comes now, boss, wala na.
There's still some balloons up there, red and white.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about confetti. 2 free throws for Hector. He's played a great series. It's really going to be hard to choose the most valuable player of the playoffs. But Hector, Samboy, Norman, they have played an excellent series.
So true, so true. And
Mon, Phelps.
This entire unit in double digits, ladies and gentlemen. Reyes was superb in relief. He even started out. Pumaran played that marvelous first game. And Alvin Tang was a great support for Mon Fernandez.
Well, it just shows that they are really the better team. And, of course, the best team among the 6 teams that participated. Best win-loss call among the teams that participated also. 20 seconds left. They should do it.
And I think we can now do it formally, Andy. They want to give the last bucket to Norman.
He wants to give it to Phelps, who's going to shoot a 3-point shot. Doesn't make it. 4 seconds left. Victorino will get the last 2 points of the ball game.
And of the season, for that matter. Still 1 second to go. Here we go again.
Still 1 second.
Here we go again. Still 1 second.
Again, people counting too early.
Still 1 second to go. It's San Miguel ball.
Again, for Tanas of fell. Oh, so Mon just has to throw it onto the live court and let it touch the live court. Just throw it to the live court. Okay.
And that's it. That will do it. And the reinforced conference will come to an end with San Miguel Beer emerging as the champions, defending their crown, 151 to 142. Now the jubilation can take place formally. And we shall be back to the Ultra for the formal presentation as well as some post-game interviews and the formal wrap-up of the 1988 season after these messages.
Rodrigo salute to please award the championship trophy
This is a
to the
big
San
one.
Miguel Beer team, who is the champion of the 3rd conference of this year's PBA season.
Big trophy here, huh?
At the same
Yes,
time,
sir.
we would like to thank each and every one of you for having made this 1988 season a tremendous success. Thanks once again to all of you who have supported us all the way. We would like to take this occasion to greet all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you all on the 1989 PBA season.
So, ladies and gentlemen, on your screens, Mr. Francisco Esmendi together with AS3 Andres Soriano III. Your tocayo, Andy, huh?
Shouldn't have congratulated him on TV. He would be here, you know. In the first conference, I remember he was not around, but his wife, Biggie, was here. Should be a very happy moment. 2 out of 3 is not bad, Nono Ibaceta.
Yes, congratulations, San Miguel Beer. Jubilation all around. Although the incident earlier, wherein the balloons that were festooned all over the rafters were released rather prematurely together with the confetti with still a minute to play, a minute 11. We had to reset the clock. But a championship is a championship is a championship, Andy.
Yes, they are the better and the best team here in this conference. They played very well as a team. Had all the right chemistry going for them. Hector, there he is on your screen.
Finally breaking into the smile, Andy.
Yes. all business earlier. Very serious Hector Calma.
Yes, and there's Mr. Francisco Ismendi, who is the president of San Miguel Corporation. Team manager June Gregorio is there also.
Yes, Elmer Reyes.
And Norman, a fitting end, as many believe, to his career as a player. We don't know.
He talked to me several times
What
about
did-
that.
what did he say? What
I
did
told
he
him, Norm, you can retire. Muhammad Ali came back 2 or 3 times. Sugar Ray came back 2 times. You can do it and come back later on if it's necessary. He said, yeah, I'll think about that.
Okay. Before we go into the locker room,
Well, congratulations, first of all. And to quote the cliche, you are leaving the scene in a blaze of glory since you are going to retire as a player. So, okay, let's go through this again, Norm. Why are you retiring? And a few words on the championship.
Well, let's talk about the championship, Romeo.
All right, go ahead.
Before I do anything, I'd like to thank the good Lord for giving us the strength to win this championship. Come on, Al.
Okay, that's the bubbly. No, it's not the bubbly. It's San Miguel beer.
San Miguel beer, yes, and it burns.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to thank the good Lord for giving us the strength to win the championship. I also like to thank the management, from Mr. Esmendi, Mr. Soriano, on down to Mr. Gregorio and Mr. Vasquez, Mr. Ibaceta, Mr. Blanco Flor for helping the team be successful this year. I also like to thank my teammates. Because I know they're sick of hearing the same old thing the whole year, but at least they had enough. At least they had enough strength to come through in the clutch.
No thanks for that. Okay, congratulations again. Okay, we have Mr. Andre Soriano here, Mr. Andy Soriano III himself, and
You want me
come
to
on,
get as wet as you are, huh?
say
No.
a few words, please.
Just congratulations to a wonderful team. They deserve the victory. They worked hard for it. And thank you to the PBA and to Vintage Sports for covering a wonderful season. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. All right, Andy Soriano III. Mon. No. Mon. Okay, excuse me. Please don't do it again. I can't see anymore. I can't work. I have to earn my living. Okay, last time. No. Come on, Mon. Hold on. Mon, please. Okay, you won the MVP, and now you are a member. Thank you very much. And now you're a member of the championship team. Say a few words, please.
Well, this is the cake, Romy, no? The winning the championship is the cake, and the MVP is just the icing. I'm glad we pulled it through. And I'd like to thank all those who have supported us all these months. And God bless you, and Merry Christmas.
All right, thank you very much. Samboy Lim. Samboy Lim is the MVP. Samboy Lim is the MVP. Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps, please. Please, you played a great game, and this is your first stint in the PBA, and you're in the championship team. Please, a few words.
Well, it took a long time to win a championship. I had to leave the country to get one, but hey, it felt just as great to get it over here. I'd like to thank all my team. I'd like to thank all my teammates, especially my practice partner, Mr. Alfred there. I also like to just thank overall, just thank everybody on the team here.
There goes San Miguel Beer. Samboy, Hector Calma. Hector, he was the one who orchestrated, of course. Yep, go ahead.
Samboy, I'd like to just say for Ricky Brown, this one was for you, and we wish you the best of health in the future. You get well soon, and we were all cheering for, we were all rooting for you, Ricky. This one's for you, okay?
Hey, Ricky Brown, take care, all right? Okay, so Hector, please. Hector, by the way, will be my guest in Man on the Ball Radio tomorrow, okay? Take it out of me. Come on. All right, Hector, sige.
I'd like to thank all San Miguel fans and the management who have been supportive to the team. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, wala na si Samboy. Hector, this is for Samboy. Will you please give it to him, Jollibee? He's the Jollibee best player of the evening. Congratulations, all right.